PvP course is really the culminating art class at Bancroft. So students that have done either studio art or digital art, it's their often final year, and so the first half of the year they solidify their portfolio, which many use to apply for college. So getting just a really strong package together, and then the second semester, which is this project, they are charged with creating a big sort of thesis style visual art piece experience, and it's really coming from them of what they're most passionate about, what they're skilled in, what they've been practicing, and there's an emphasis on being interactive, so thinking about not just themselves but the world they're in, and so we have spent time talking about that, looking at artists that are interactive, and then in their project design they include that.
I do these animations yearly or whenever I get the chance, so that's usually the first thing that came to mind when doing like a big scale project. That's just kind of the most material wise I have and all that kind of stuff. I think I wasn't expecting as much like story-driven stuff. I'm kind of used to just doing like, oh, it's Star Wars, pew pew, let's fight, this stuff. But this one I took on a little bit more of like story-driven stuff. Not too much. There's only so far I can go with making like plastic Legos look cool, but I think I did a pretty good job in that department.
I originally found the zine format online, and I thought it was really interesting because they tend to be a rougher, looser style. And then later, when I was trying to figure out what I wanted to put in the zines, I was having a conversation with a friend about a dream she had had, and I just thought it would make a really interesting combination. Zines are like little booklets that are traditionally artist or author published, and traditionally they were like photocopied and distributed that way, so small scale publications. Seeing the different dreams, I thought it would be a really interesting way to convey the different personalities and stories of them. The way we remember dreams isn't very like detail oriented or sequential, and so trying to take those dreams and like some areas were super detailed and some of them made no sense at all, and making that into a cohesive storyline to put in a book was really interesting.
I began this project during quarantine, so we're all very used to the idea of kind of being trapped in our houses. And that's part of where this originally came from. If you'll take a closer look at the mushrooms, none of them have doors. So there's not really a way out. They all have windows, so you can observe the world around you. But I think that the idea of self-isolation really came from being trapped in a space, no matter how beautiful it is. I first outlined them in pencil, but then a lot of the work was just done in cross-hatching with pen and ink. Most of the pieces are mixed media, so I brought in other components. I might have used paper or watercolor or acrylic paint, but the majority of the work was just done pen and ink.
So we don't have a big opening and a celebration this year because that's not what we're doing yet. Hopefully in the future, but the art is hung, and people have been, students and faculty have been looking at it and commenting and doing the thing that art really can do well, which is create conversation and build relationships.